Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Triple N Media. I am Dr. NIK NIKAM. This is COVID-19 World News. In this presentation, we are going to look at the causes for rapid decline in the number of new cases all across the globe. Before I proceed further, I would like you to take a look at my publications, particularly COVID-19 Pandemic, an international guide for pandemics. Here is a daily new cases chart from around the world showing the number of cases. As you can see, back in November, it started to go up with the mega second wave. It reached a peak somewhere around the middle of January, at which time there were more than 800,000 new cases discovered each day. At the present time, the number of new cases discovered is approximately to about 300 to 350 cases. So there has been a dramatic drop in the number of new cases. Generally speaking, the downslope of a curve takes longer than the upstroke, as we saw in March and April, and similarly in June. It almost stayed steady, it never came down. However, when this second wave started going up, it took from November beginning to the second week of January. So November to December, January, approximately 2 months. And in 6 weeks, it has dramatically come down. We're going to explore some of the reasons why we are seeing such a rapid decline in the number of new cases, not only in the United States, but also all across the globe and also in Europe. Here is a chart which is from the United States showing daily new cases, which sort of mirrors the chart we saw in the number of new cases in the world. As we can see, this was our first wave in March and April. Then we had in June, July, and August, we had the second wave. It had come down to the base level of 45 to 50,000 cases. Somewhere again in the first week of November, it started peaking. The second wave started going up and reached a peak somewhere around the middle of January. From the middle of January to the February 17th today, 4 weeks, there has been a dramatic decrease in the number of new cases down to below 100,000, whereas it was at peak almost more than 300 new cases per day. And here is a trend from Germany, just so that we contrast. We saw Germany saw the first wave, and they had actually no second wave, and they had no second bump, as we saw in the world map and also in the United States map during July and August. They had no second bump here. Here's the second wave, which started about the November 5th, the same time, and it peaked around the first week of January. And then from January first week, it has taken maybe 5 weeks in Germany for the wave to come down, but still it's a pretty rapid decline in the number of new cases. And here is a daily deaths in the United States, which has also shown a significant decrease along with the decrease in the number of new cases. Now the question is, what is causing this rapid decline in the number of new cases, not only here in the United States, but in many parts of the world, including Europe, including Germany and other parts of Europe? First of all, a number of people have been infected. As more people get infected, there are less people who can be infected. Number two, here is an interesting chart. Here's an interesting chart showing the number of cases in the United States, number of people testing positive during the same period. Back in May, we had like 20% of the people who were tested were showing positive COVID tests. And it again similarly peaked during July and August. Though it peaked during November, December, and January, the number of tests coming positive, the percentage came down from 20% during March, April, and May to 15%, 10%. Now it is approximately 5 to 6%. So as I said, as more people get infected, there are less people who can get infected further. As a result, the number of people testing positive become less and less. Number two, since more tests are available, more people may be getting tested who may or may not have COVID-19 infection. As a result, the percentage also drops. Along with this drop in the percentage of people testing positive, there has also been a decrease in hospitalizations. There has been a decrease in hospital mortality. And one important thing I want to point out here is the fact that is not recognized by many people, especially by the media, and which is not taken into account. And that is the number of tests done, which is in a lighter brown color. Between November 2020 and January, when it peaked, the number of tests done were close to 2 million tests per day. But now we are approximately doing 1.5 million tests per day. So that is 500,000 cases less than what we were doing during the months of November, December, and early part of January. So this is also an important factor which is not easily recognized by the media or people who want to portray an optimistic view, but I just want to bring facts together. So keeping all these factors in mind, so let us see what we can conclude. As of February 17, 2021, yes, the caseloads have decreased. The percentage of people testing positive has gone down from almost 24% to down to about 5 to 6%. The number of hospitalizations have decreased. The hospital deaths also have decreased. But let us keep in mind the decrease in the number of cases is also contributed to a large degree by the number of tests that we are doing today, which is 500,000 less than what we were doing during the months of December and early part of January. To this, we can add the effect of a COVID vaccine, but here in the United States, it may be too early to see the effect of COVID vaccine, as the first batch of the frontline workers who received the vaccine have been just about 2 to 3 weeks from their second dose. This is an overview of where we stand in terms of number of new cases, hospitalizations, hospital deaths, and the reasons for rapid decline in the number of new cases here in the United States, in Germany, and across the globe. Thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next time.